because we're going on the clock right now with a minute to explore a handful of notable headlines from the week. Let's start. U.S. Representative Steve Pearce is up for re-election, and he is getting some national press coming from one of the most heavily Latino congressional districts represented by a Republican in the country. Now, Javier, let me start with you on this. I mean, it would seem to be, in normal political terms, that would mean you're, in quotes, vulnerable. But he has not been vulnerable in a couple of cycles, or at least one cycle. Is this the one? Does he have the right opponent at this point? Is the money's been promised from the National Committee, Democrats. They're going to put some money into this. Is this?
Yeah. I think he's had a strong opponent, and I was so pleased to see Roxanne Lara open up her campaign announcement talking about immigration, because Steve Pearce has purported himself to be this middle-of-the-road compromiser. And his guest worker program that he's proposing is actually an offensive to deny people any access to the American dream, to keep them as a permanent caste system, second class, is just offensive to a lot of Latinos. And I think we're going to see that play out in this election.
Sure. Diane, I'm going to move to you on that one. Your thoughts?
Well, could you tell? I disagree totally. First of all, Steve Pearce sits and talks to his constituents.
Yes.
They elect him. And if even where at this most recent public hearing, the activist group that came after him, even their leader was quoted as saying, I believe, and I have to say, he is doing a good job on this. He has taken some heat from the National Republican Party. But
I'm going to move over to Mylon only because we're short on time.
No.
Mr. Pearce can certainly raise money. He's going to have a race. This is really going to be a race. I can get you to weigh on this in 10 seconds. I'm just a little over time there.
Can Roxanne Lara raise money?
Yeah.
I don't know. She's a bright young attorney. She made a run for state Democratic Party chairman. She might be able to.
Yeah. Her first quote, though, was odd to me. You can put a man on the moon. It's like, wait a minute, this is not 1973. We've been to Mars. We've gone past
did we miss that?
Right, exactly. All right, the New Mexico Corrections Department is running afoul of youth groups with plans to locate probation and parole offices to a downtown Albuquerque office building. Specifically, that's near Warehouse 508. That's on that little cut of First Street down behind the convention center, just a little nook of Albuquerque. Advocates counter that this will hamper what is already a tough process for felons trying to re-enter society by scattering services and stigmatizing people who serve their time. Sophie, this is a tough issue, and I just have to bring this up again. That cut of First Street and those alleys down there, I think people are familiar with that part of Albuquerque. You kind of go, I don't know. You know what I mean?
I think that we need to be really thoughtful. The city and the state need to be really thoughtful about where they locate services, especially for vulnerable populations. And I would include, obviously, parolees in that population. You want to give people the best possible shot at fulfilling their obligations to society, rehabilitation, et cetera. And you don't want to kind of put populations in conflict. You want to make sure that they're going to be able to get what they need. And I'm not sure this is happening.
There you go. Javier, your thought. Good spot, bad spot, and reasons why.
On the one hand, we need big employers downtown. On the other hand, Warehouse 508 is the kind of revitalization we'd like to see.
Right.
Why couldn't they locate them at I-25 in Jefferson? There's a lot of office space there.
Interesting. Diane, your thoughts?
I'm sorry, my office is right there.
Interesting reaction.
So, no, the thing that actually in all of this about the parole, I'm more concerned about the probation officers. I mean, the articles I've read is the concern from the 508 is that these offenders would jeopardize the young people. Well, I'm a little concerned about the parole officers doing the same, probation officers.
We need a fix to this because we have to be fair to parolees and folks trying to re-enter society.
And a one-stop
we
shop.
have to figure this out. Exactly.
Yeah.
Got to go. Mylon, thank you very much. Sophie, good to see you again. Javier, you're the best. Diane, good to see you too. Thank you all. As always, all of us here at New Mexico in Focus appreciate your time and effort to stay engaged and informed. Catch up with us anytime on social media by searching New Mexico in Focus. And you can find archived interviews and often really good bonus material from our shows on our YouTube channel. Good fun there. I'm Gene Grant. We'll see you next week in Focus.